today we're looking at the latest and greatest from Anbernic. This is the RG351V. Go ahead and open it up and see what we got inside the box. So previously, Anbernic has been absolutely killing it as far as the handheld emulation console. Around $100 price point. They've got the RG350M, which is an amazing solid device, the RG351P, which is equally amazing. All sorts of great emulation from both of them, but now we have the RG351V, a vertical handheld console. Setup looks, very similar to the Game Boy Pocket Color that we grew up with. It's got a beautiful 3.5-inch IPS display, 640 by 480 resolution, so a higher resolution screen than previous released on the RG351V. Inside the box, we have the handheld device, of course, so it comes in 3 different colors. This is a clear, translucent black or smoke, if you want to call it. They also have a wood grain, even though it is plastic, it's not actually wood, but a wood grain one and a gray one. So stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you how you can win this exact wood grain one. And then inside the box, we have the USB-C charging cable. We got some instruction manuals and a quick start guide. Then what else we got? Looks like we've got a cleaning wipe. Oh wow, because they actually included a screen protector. So that's a nice little addition, especially since we got this nice, beautiful screen to check out. So powering on the device, you're immediately greeted with a nice little vibration and rumble. This does support rumble and vibration features for certain games if you want to enable it. This will boot up into Emulate 3.8, and it's going to be basically the same front end and everything that you're used to on the RG351P. So it's a beautiful, nice little easy to use interface. You're just going to go back and forth, find the games. This did come preloaded with a 64 gigabyte SD card that had loads and loads of games on it. Obviously that's not guaranteed. Depending on where you get it, everything's going to be a little bit different. But where I personally got this one from, I'll go ahead and link down the video description box below. But to give you a tour of the device, we got the single mono speaker down here in the right hand corner. We have the analog stick with L3 support. We got a directional pad up here, select start, B, A, X, and Y, and then a function button right underneath the center of the screen. We got an LED indicator right here letting you know whether the machine is actually powered on, it's in sleep mode, and how much battery life you got going. So we're green, so we're good on the battery. And on the bottom, we've got 2 USB-C ports, one for charging and one for OTG support. We have a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right-hand side, we have the world's smallest reset button. If you have adult-sized hands, you're going to struggle with trying to press in this reset button. You'll have to get something like a pen or a pencil or a pen of some sort to stab in there and get it, because my normal-sized adult hands struggle. I have to really cram my thumb in there to try to get that to reset. We also have a power button here. Around back, we have the L1 and L2, the R1 and R2 buttons. One thing that's nice about this is, as you can see, the R and the L2 buttons are actually slightly raised, so they are easier to identify which one you're pressing. Previous vertical consoles that I've tested on this channel, they're all the same size, and it makes it very hard to indicate which one you're pressing. Ergonomically, there's no notches or anything like that. It's very comfortable to hold in your hand and easy to activate those L and R triggers back there. There is some nice texturing around here on the battery packs. This also helps holding it in there. Those nice little grooves help, your fingers slide in there and just have a better grip on this overall. Left-hand side, we've got volume up and down buttons. On the top-hand side, there's nothing, and that is it in a nutshell. Like I said, it is a beautiful looking Game Boy-esque vertical design. Like I said, the screen is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely fantastic viewing angles. Doesn't have any color washout whatsoever. It looks absolutely gorgeous at that high resolution. The great thing about this 3.5 screen is, you're going to be able to play the majority of all these retro games in their native aspect ratio. 4:3, you're not going to have any cropping or stretching or anything like that. It's just going to look the way it was meant to be, and it's going to look beautiful on the screen without any kind of washout or anything like that. Buttons themselves all feel pretty durable and quality. The thumbstick, even though it is slightly out of place, it's actually very enjoyable. I mean, it's just natural for your hand to gravitate from down to the D-pad over to the analog stick, and you don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's just only for those more advanced systems that you'll be using the analog stick. And of course, if you are playing some PlayStation 1 titles that require both analog sticks, you're going to have a bad time. But this does a really good job of emulating a lot of the older systems perfectly. The newer systems, N64, Dreamcast, PSP, it's going to be a mixed bag. You're going to find games that won't run exceptionally well, and you're going to find some that either have some stuttering, some frame rate drops. But overall, the majority of them run pretty decently. They're definitely playable. You'll run into some though, like GoldenEye 007 on N64, that's absolutely unplayable. But again, the menu system, the games, everything, it looks nice. They got some scraped images there. It's easy to identify what games you're looking for, what you want to play. This is a very simple device. You could give this to a child and they would have no issue being able to navigate and find games they want to play and just have an absolute blast with this device. So let's go ahead and check out the emulation. Overall though, I do have to say the RG351V is probably my favorite handheld console thus to date in 2021. It definitely takes the cake. Now, if you already have the RG351P, technically you don't need this unless for whatever reason you're willing to give up an analog stick for a higher resolution screen and you prefer a vertical form factor versus a horizontal form factor. But to each their own. Every one of these devices will play the exact same games, but overall, I think Anbernic did an exceptional job with this thing. Like I said, I really like the comfort, the form factor. The screen is beautiful. The L, the R, the L1, R2, the buttons in the back of there, they're easy to discern, they're easy to activate. And overall, I just think this is a great little device. The little mono speaker, even though it's one single speaker, gets plenty loud, so that's definitely sufficient. The battery life, they tout 6 hours. I'm getting closer to 3 to 5, mainly due to the fact that I'm using the higher end emulators and I've got the screen setting at 100% brightness at all times. But still, I think that's a decent battery life overall. And if you want to get one of these yourself, you can do that very simply, because I'll be giving away this wood grain one. All you have to do is like this video, share it with your friends, and comment down below what your favorite retro video games are. And after a couple weeks, I'll pick a lucky winner and ship it out to them. So anyways, that does it for this video review. If you're interested in picking up the Anbernic 351V, I'll put a product link down in the video description box below, as well in the pinned comment. Hope you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching. As always, I greatly appreciate it, guys. It really means a lot.